Caris LeVert's checked in for Harris. Chicago also making some changes. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Buzelis. And it's Okoro in for Dosunmu. And Thompson kicks to Stewart. Stewart, a screen for LeVert. Back to Stewart. A three-pointer is right on target. Stewart's got 5.
And how about the recognition there from LeVert? Coaching staff will appreciate that kind of ball movement.
Here's Williams. Rebound, Detroit. They've led by as many as 14 points. They host the 76ers after this game, and that's the third of 4 straight played at home. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. A 2-point game. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. With much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report. Holland, the pass to Stewart. Ivy on the wing. Stewart with the screen on White. The shot by Ivy, no good.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForge on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Back to you.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. White down low. Ivy defending, and it's White missing. The Pistons leading. Stewart down low. He's against Smith. Holland, no good.
And that's not exactly the matchup they were looking to exploit there.
LeVert the pass to Holland. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got 3 assists in the game. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Pistons?
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Well, you can also throw in what a great job they've done defensively, blocking and altering shots and just playing with a committed effort defensively.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. Ivy against White. Ivy kicks to Holland. Stewart a screen. Detroit needs to get off a shot. And the dunk by Stewart.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Reed comes in for Jaden Ivey, and it's Duncan Robinson in for Jenkins. It's a hand on it. Kicks it out to Jones. Good on the triple. Jones has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
If he gets any daylight out there, he is capable of knocking that shot down.
LeVert against Herter. Here's Stewart. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
You're going to have to be very patient right here. Let's see how it plays out.
Back to Jones. Here's Buzelis for the lead. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it.
Substitution on the floor.
And at the close of the 3rd quarter, still a close game and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Pistons lead by 1. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
Keep guarding now. We're doing a much better job defensively. We've eliminated second shots, which is great, okay? Keep that going.
Playing solid defense, taking care of the backboard, high priorities for Coach Billy Donovan.
And I think the communication has been terrific here. I mean, the guys came prepared to do whatever it takes tonight, and Coach is making some really good adjustments.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Kevin Huerter, Buzelis out there with Dosunmu. Then it's Tre Jones. And it's Smith in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And LeVert is playing with such passion on offense. He's just not afraid to play a big role on that end.
Detroit leading by 3. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And that one falls for Jones. Vucevic checked in for Chicago. And so Jones nails both of them.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Inside, here's Robinson, and the dunk by Robinson.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
Fast break, here we go. LeVert with a wide-open look. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And they've got a lot of momentum right now, trying to close this thing out.
Now, Dosunmu. He takes it in. Count that one. Dosunmu's got his first points of the night.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor, every single night.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Here's Harris. No good off the front iron.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
To the inside. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And how about the patience from Buzelis and the body control? He doesn't rush through that play.
Robinson dishes to Harris. Outside for Robinson. Offensive rebound. Reed. That one goes. Count it.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Now, here's Dosunmu. LeVert defending.
You know, and a 7-footer that can play the entire court. Vucevic is a tough cover because of that versatility.
Ausar Thompson, he's checked in for the Pistons. Chicago also making some changes. Zach Collins comes in for Buzelis. And it's Okoro in for Dosunmu. Robinson passes to Harris. Shoots over Huerter. That's good from Harris on the assist from Robinson. Harris has got 19 points.
And the defense can't let Harris get that comfortable on those types of shots. He's a very reliable mid-range shooter.
Jones dishes to Vucevic. Okoro shot is off.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
LeVert kicks to Harris. Robinson on the wing. 5 to shoot. Back to Harris from outside the arc. Collins grabs the miss.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Pass to Vucevic. Stolen by LeVert. And here we go. Harris heading to the hoop. And that one is good. And it's an 8-point Piston lead.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with the basket coming off a pretty pass.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. For the Pistons, Stewart's checked in for Reed. Ivy comes in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Jenkins in for LeVert. Then for the Bulls, Smith checked in for Vucevic. Light comes in for Isaac Okoro. And Josh Giddey subbed in for Trey Jones. And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Hey guys, Billy Donovan was just reviewing the plan with his team. He told his players he expects more from them at the line, saying, quote, keep drawing fouls, keep getting to the stripe. But when you do, you gotta make it count. Not looking to give those freebies away. Back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected Cam.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Ivy passes to Jenkins. That's a basket. Is 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Bulls trail by 12. Here's Giddey. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release, because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy.
A really talented youngster. Matas Buzelis comes from Lithuania, and they have a very rich basketball history there, and he's hoping to add to it and won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
This is what the fans came to see. A lot of great plays going back and forth.
It's good.
And he's got the speed to get away from defenders. Giddey turning on the Jets there.
And Jenkins kicks to Stewart. On the wing, Harris. Here's Jenkins. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Jenkins got 5 points in the quarter.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
You know, we talk about winning basketball all the time and what it looks like. Well, that defense right there, that's the opposite of that.
And if he sniffs the rim, he's attacking. Giddey not messing around when he gets in close like that.
Count it. Good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And he just kept working. Giddey felt the whistle coming and able to finish the play.
One thing we see sometimes, players opting to represent themselves when it comes to signing a contract. In other words, Tim, they don't have an agent. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think most players, Kevin, understand that the numbers are pretty set, particularly for the superstar. If you know you're going to get a super... max, why not keep more of what you make? Why pay an agent?
That's a good point. Oh, that's blocked. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Here's the drive. And the layup is off. Detroit leading by 11. Harris. It misses.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Now White. A Big swing.
And at almost 7 feet, Buzelis is really tough to slow down. And when he's on, there's not much you can do.
And stolen by Giddey. Buzelis with the ball. Now Vucevic. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
A play like that can absolutely take the wind out of your sails. Just a tough break.
Thompson is double. Detroit leading by 9. Stewart fires. Off target from outside.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
Thompson, a screen on White. Now Thompson. Oh, the dunk!
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
And it misses. The Pistons shooting extremely well here late, around 61% in the fourth. Now Stewart. Here's Jenkins. Harris. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
And this would be a terrible blow. Hopefully it's less serious than it looks.
Well, you just feel awful for him. Injuries are the very worst part of this game.
The Bulls making a switch here. Jones is checked in. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Harris. The long shot, no good.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Well, this is where you are going to lean on your go-to scorer.
This kid was... Ellis loves these types of situations. He wants to be the guy they go to in the big moments.
Thompson looking for an opening. Whoa! He flew in there. Wow! He finishes with a one-handed dunk.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
Here's Jenkins. He's guarded closely, and so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
And he commits the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game. Good.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
And so it's the Pistons that come out on top here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it mattered most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, as we present our player of the game.
when we hit the block, you know we really got to get paid. We put it work. Toss it up just like a normal. Horn might just get all up in your face. And it's a clear view from here to see what's next. Turn up the pressure, cooking on them like a full court press. And rebound like world peace was Ron Artest. Cause it's the LAMONT then. Who brought the